Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Apex Investor. I'm going to do a audio only update today. Today's minus, or I should say, top loser today is in minus 61% today. MCRB, a biotech company that is from America. The big winner today was IPA, a Canadian biotech company. So you can see uh, two biotech companies on the opposite ends of the spectrum, and they're plus 136% today. So that's they had quite a number of volume, over a million. I think it's 11 over 11 million. No, 119 million. Okay, I can't count anymore, but yeah, 119 million was their volume today. And second place, honorable mention to over 300 million for IGC, an American conglomerate, 89%. So let's start the stock review with Cassava Sciences. They continue to go on a tear, up 7% today at 126. The range was 112 to 130, and their volume again is above average, about more than three times the average. Let's wait for this chart to load. Right. So we can see the stock is just reaching higher and higher highs. It was at 111 and 116 just yesterday, and now it's just going. It's just on a tear. So this is a chase. I would get this if you are desperate to get into this. Uh, Lower below 80. Let's look at the 6 month chart. Yeah, you're looking at 30, 32 to let's say the highest 32 to 40 as an apex investor tier. Next tier up, you're looking at 47 to as high as, it's really hard to say, but 47 to 50. And then the next tier, if you're really desperate for the stock, anything below, I say below 70. So that's Casava for you. Moving on to DD, I'm just going to take a look at all these trending stocks. DD, I believe, is on a downward trend. The Chinese Uber company, they might still have some potential at this level. The 52 week is $10 to 18. So it looks like this might be the level of support. Um, no, actually, you need to give it more time. The stock has only been around since the end of June. So again, I think we need to give this company at least 3 months from the initial public offering. So let's wait till September to really get a good idea of support. $10. I mean, you could get this for possibly 9, and then sell it at 13 and 16. But I give it more time personally, and the volume is half the average. So as bearish as I am on these companies that come from this country, DD is actually, they've got some potential, but I'd give it to more time. Could probably pick it up below $10. I'll go to Meta Materials last. Super League Gaming, they are down just about 7%. The 52 week is 163 to 11. So I'm interested to look into the stock and see where's support. Volume is a third of the average. So let's look at the possible entry points for this stock. You're looking at anywhere between $2. Actually, make that $1. But yeah, $1 to $2 is your first tier. The next tier for your entry points is 2 above 2 up to 4. And then your normal, I should say, normal mode, realistic entry point is $4. Um, Actually, this might be, yeah. So we're reaching the next tier. So I would give it some time, get this below $4 if you can. But otherwise, 1 to right here, you can see a spike in volume. So 1 to 3 might be uh, your next entry point. So $1 to $3, and then the next tier is $3 to $4. So we're reaching that threshold, and you're looking at a possibility of selling the stock at between six to $8, maybe as high as 10. So there's a lot of potential for the stock. Personally, I think it will go to five again, $5, $6, but pick it up at between 1 to 3 instead. And $4, you could do a lot worse, but I'm telling you, maybe $3 is a better deal. 1 to 3, and then the next tier again, 3 to 4 for Super League Gaming, which is a company that may have a deal with GameStop. Microvision is next. They are down 5.6%. The 52-week 125 to 28. I really should do a video on this company to just establish, where's the real entry point. But just for curiosity's sake, I'm just going to go over the chart for Microvision. Okay, so back to Microvision's chart, you can see the Apex Investor entry point. Expert mode would be 50 cents to as high as $1. The next tier uh, would be normal mode, so anything above $1, as high as 2. But a more realistic entry point, actually, you know what? Make that expert mode would be 50 cents to $2. Okay, and then the next entry point would be normal level would be $3 to 10. 3 to 10. It's quite a range. I understand. I'm gonna say let's just revise that again. So 50 cents would be your extreme, or I should say expert mode for your entry point. 50 cents as high as right here, this first spike. So about $5. It's quite a range. I understand. And then the next range would be anything above 5 um, to maybe $9. And then a normal entry point, you're looking at 10, right about $10. But if you can get this right below that support point, so 9, actually make that 7 to 10. That's a pretty good entry point. So that would be your normal entry point, but that's an Apex Investor approved entry point. But especially at 50 cents to about $5, and then the next tier again 5 to 7, or actually make that 3. I'm kind of indecisive as to what is extreme. So make that 50 cents to 3. Let's just zoom out again. It looks like 50 cents to about $3. Your next entry point would be then 3 to 7, right about there, and then the normal entry point is 7 to 10. So you've got 3 different tiers for Microvision, a great stock, and the volume is way below the average. What is that? 3.5 out of 25. That's roughly less than 8, 1/8, about an eighth, I suppose. Okay, an eighth or 1/7. So we're looking at GameStop now, and they were trading between 176 to 187, and they are down overall. Looking at the chart on a macro level, it's relatively stable, but still down somewhat from the previous levels of 300. Okay, that's all for that one. AMC, it is also down as well, about 8.6%. It was trading between 37 to 41 today. And this one's also on a downward trend, um, a little more down than GameStop, um, from the high of 62 in the 60s. I believe it was at 70. 72 is the real high. It doesn't register in the chart for some reason. The volume is about less than half the average. And then we're going to close out the stock review with metamaterials. They are down 10%. They were trading between 340 to 378 today. Um, and they opened at 379. So they didn't really, they couldn't reach a higher high from yesterday where they were at around $4 and 20 something cents. The volume was about the average. So this is just the beginning in terms of the rise of the stock. Still got a lot of ways to go up, but again, August 10th is going to be a very significant date. That time, August 10th, and going forward, will be very interesting to see how much the stock is going to start to recover. This stock is really being shorted compared to every stock that I'm tracking right now. This is severely shorted. So let's look at the other parts of our review. Okay, so I was debating whether to watch that video yesterday, um, the video on the longest or the best DD on metamaterials, and it's over an hour long. I will watch it, but I was debating whether to do a live stream watching it or upload a video where I'm reacting to it. I think it is probably in the best interest of the viewers not to do that an hour long video, but to watch it and take notes and then to summarize it so you don't have to watch an hour. I mean, I think the point is to save people some time. So if I can get that down to possibly under 10 minutes, that's more efficient and more palpable or palatable for people. So we can see, did George tweet? No, he didn't tweet today. But he's got over 14,000 followers. So that's something to track and to see how that trends. Okay. Kowalski did post yesterday, but nothing today. So we're going to move on um, to Wall Street Bets. Wall fried chicken. You can see my history there. Wall Street Bets is next, um, and then Metamaterial subreddit. Okay, so over on Wall Street Bets, we have Clover trending. We have Sophie trending. We have Microvision trending. AMC as usual. HIMS. Neo. Virgin Galactic. I didn't see Metamaterials yet, so I'll just give it another few seconds of scrolling down. Alibaba, Nvidia, um, Wish as usual, and Tesla, and CROX. That's the first time seeing that one. I think that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. I've been scrolling for at least 3 minutes now, so if it doesn't show up by now, then it's probably not going to show up. So metamaterials did show up twice yesterday, but unfortunately, not once today in the top posts. Um, let's look. I'm looking at the top 20, top 30. Oh, here we go. Okay, so that's the one we read yesterday. So it is still in the top maybe 20, 30 posts. So that's still there. All right, over to the meta material subreddit. See what's going on here. So people are saying I was scared yesterday when we were looking at a foreign color, a green color. Now we're back at the red, and that's what we're used to. But again, this is a game of patience. Over the last 20 days, 63% of metamaterials volume was rerouted to the dark pool. Yesterday it was 69%. Wow, okay, so there's a lot of hedge foolery going on, let's put it that way. Okay, I'm just scrolling through to see if there's any posts that we should be looking at. Nanoweb will be in Samsung Galaxy Fold 3. Wow, okay, that actually matters. It's a big development. Okay, I know those are real, but those are really interesting. Yeah, that's happening probably in the next 5 years or less. Samsung is partnered with Meta. Is this the iPhone killer we have been looking forward to? So we'll open that in a new tab. Stop predicting squeeze dates, but we don't know when it's going to squeeze, so I'm not going to predict. My estimation, though, is probably sometime at the latest, I'm going to say April 2022. Short volume is increasing, and I think that's it. We have 5 tabs. The future, okay, make that 6. I'm going to look at this one. Okay, so that's it. So we got 5 tabs. I'm going to let them load. So this post is saying Meta has traded a total 59.8 million shares today for a combined VWAP price of 387. The standard deviation of the 1 minute intervals is 0.16. The last price was negative 0.2. Standard deviations below the day's VWAP. The volume weighted average price is a more comprehensive way to calculate the price, the average price that Meta trades at over a given time frame. Looking at the dark pool trades. Dark pool trades reported for Meta have accounted for 69% of the total volume today. This is from marketchameleon.com. Over the past 20 days, the average dark pool volume has been 63%. Total volume in the dark pool is 41.1 million. That's a lot. Uh, the VWAP price for only the dark pool trades is $3.87. Uh, Trades for Meta are reported by dark pools to trade reporting facilities and represent activity away from the mainstream or LIT exchanges or lit. I don't know what lit means in terms of the stock market. Meta sweep orders have represented 13% of the stock volume. So we can see this is not a good indicator. It means they are manipulating it, but they can only do so for so long until they have to cover their naked shorts and their short positions. Nanoweb talking about Samsung Galaxy Fold 3, which is going to be released August 11th. That's right after the August 10th, ironically. We stumbled on the following article from 2019 discussing why the Samsung Galaxy Fold 1 and 2 failed and how Samsung is partnering with Meta to make the Galaxy Fold 3 a success. The article is even mentioning Meta Materials CEO George Palikaras. Here's the kicker. Samsung scheduled an unpacked event for August 11th this year, most probably announcing the Samsung Galaxy Fold with Meta Materials Nanoweb. It took them 2 years between the article in 2019 and implementing it into the Samsung Galaxy Fold 3. Help us spread the word, be excellent to each other, and diamond hand this gold mine. So if this makes Yahoo Finance or Nasdaq or the mainstream media, this news, this is going to explode. It doesn't have to, but it will certainly help to bring it more attention to it. It's certainly possible, but using language like oil is confusing at best. Okay, we should be riding the existing hype surrounding Meta instead of drumming up speculative hype. So I agree with that. So let's read the article and see, is this a viable deal, or or is this just talk, empty words? I don't know. So they're saying it was defective early on. I'm just gonna control F for George. Maybe he shows up. Okay. He's developing an alternative technology called Nanoweb, which bends foldable phones without cracking. It is made of a super thin sheet of silver. These sheets are malleable, transparent, and conductive. By altering the subwavelength of these sheets of silver, he hopes to infuse his technology into the screens of foldable phones, thereby making them more durable and flexible. Before this, companies use technologies such as metal mesh and silver nanowires for the screens of bendable smartphones. Samsung uses a different structure known as YOCTA, which embeds touch sensors directly onto the AMOLED active matrix organic light emitting diode screen. These materials proved unreliable as they broke down over time. So that is a potential thing going on. It isn't confirmed, but George Palikaros is he's positive uh, for that to become reality. So Samsung is a partner with Meta. Is this the iPhone killer we've been looking forward to? Um, so this is again from 2 years ago. Nothing is going to kill the iPhone. I don't know, man. I don't know if you've seen what Android's doing, but I think they've taken over the iPhone market, the competitor Android, the Android phones. Okay, so let's look at that preview from Wired. Flexible phones are only now possible because of fancy materials. Ones that likely don't have all the kinks worked out yet enter the meta material. So interesting. So that could be potential title for the video, but I'm not sure right now. Short volume is increasing. So it says here, yeah, the short volume is increasing. It looks like that might be related to the dark pool trading. I don't want to make this a completely clickbait video, so I'm not going to make Samsung the title, although that is tempting to do that. I'm just going to relent and not do that. New tweet, just for integrity's sake. That video was posted 2 months ago. Okay, that's fine. They just tweeted it, and any form of PR is good. Maybe more people will see it now. I'm new to investing. Uh, just trying to be supportive of over 10,000 people in this group, almost 11,000, that has been weathering the storm. Let's just put it that way. So this is from Metamaterial Tech Twitter account, tweeted an hour ago. Whether heating the car on a freezing day, using sunglasses, or having a hot shower, we all have experience with fogging, I should say. There's a range of fog clearing solutions from low tech using microfabrics to high tech such as Nanoweb, our transparent heater. So it's a transparent conductive film. So this could help with anti fog. This is 2 minutes long, so let's just watch it briefly. Okay, 2D metal tech. Okay, invisible to the human eye. Interesting. It heats up quickly with low voltage. I'm not sure why there's no sound. Can reach up to 70 degrees. Nanoweb is transparent and durable, highly conductive, can be thermoformed. It's anti-fog technology. That's probably the kicker. Like the real selling point of this technology is the anti-fog, because we know if you drive a car, how important that can be for you, or even if you conduct a if you're flying a plane. Nanoweb can shield signals. Wow. It's nice to see it put into practice. When covered with nanoweb, there is no signal. Okay, so it's shielding it from potentially harmful electromagnetic waves. Can be used for transparent antennas, like the invisible 5G antenna. Anti fog application for goggles and glasses. So, looking at the military, law enforcement application, de icing application for windows and windscreens. So, this could be used for Tesla cars and EV cars or all cars. EMI shielding radio frequency can prevent condensation. So, looking at grocery stores, can increase solar efficiency. That's a really good selling point for space shuttles and so on, and clean energy in general. Okay, so that is a great video. Thank you for that. Did not know about that one. So, NanoWeb. The future. Metamaterials will disrupt 5G, autonomy, and connected vehicles. I think that has to do with what we just saw, the nanoweb, doesn't it? So anti-fog is probably the big selling point there. Nanoweb. What is nanoweb? That's going to be the title of this video. What is nanoweb? Okay, so thank you very much for your time. That's all I have for this video. Um, Again, we're going to have a lot of days where it seems like we're up a lot or we're down a lot, but I mean, nothing is really going to really take off until I believe August the 10th. And after that, December 28th, again, I keep bringing up this date, but that's the latest that the or I should say Torchlight assets can be sold off. And then the dividend will then be distributed promptly shortly after that. Not sure how long that will take, but I think 3 months grace is long enough to get that all sorted out. So thank you very much again for all your support, for the views, subscriptions, likes. Um, Stick with this channel. We're going to be tracking metamaterials every day, um, except on weekends. So thank you again. May God bless you and God bless your investments.